Hey everyone, this is Anna from HotOptionBabe.com. I just had a chart up of the Qs, which I don't normally trade, but I do trade a lot of Nasdaq, and the Qs pretty much follow the Nasdaq movement. And we have the same basic picture as we do on the S&P 500, and that's a head and shoulders. I have up a 4-hour, which is one of my favorite charts because it's a little bit, gives you a little bit more detail than the daily, but yet gives you a little bit longer swing view of where you stand. But if you look here at the end of this move here, there's another little head and shoulders forming. Here's the shoulder, here's the head, and we're starting the right shoulder. Now I think the Nasdaq has a little bit more to go to finish out this gap down that we had. That might be where we finish the right shoulder and then start to head down. Head and shoulders don't always have to have straight necklines. They can have slanted necklines. I prefer straight ones, but I'll take vertical too. But they're one of my favorite patterns that usually work for me and play out. You can see here on the volume that we have bearish divergence. That means as the prices are going up, the volume is going down. Now, yes, it's been a holiday kind of month. Remember, this is July. It's the last month before the kids go back to school. So a lot of people, a lot of traders are on vacation. And so it's very extremely light volume in July, normally through the entire month. It starts to pick up sometime in August, depending on what location you're at. But sometime mid-August, it really starts to pick up, and then in September. The stochastics on the 4-hour are in overbought territory. They have crossed over, They have crossed over, and they were actually at 95 as we speak. So that's fairly overbought. My thinking is, and you can see there's bearish divergence on the MACD, and there's also bearish divergence on the histogram. My thinking is, if you go to the daily, and this is the same on the S&P basically too. I was looking at the charts. The dailies have some more to go. Okay, they have a little bit more to go, but the bears are in charge still, although it's coming down. The MACD is basically almost at the zero line, so we might have a little bit more to go on that, but it's still it's conflicting indicators because it's both bullish and bearish. But basically, I see we have a little more room to go, just like the S&P. And I'm going to look real quick. See, all our short-term indicators, the 5s. Okay, you can see that it's fairly overbought, but I don't really go by the 5 because it's not. That's for day trading. The 15 has room to go down actually, but it's not in overbought territory, so it could actually curl back up. The 30 it's a little overbought, but it actually has room as well to go up a little bit more, and it could come down a little bit. What I'm thinking is, this is my gut instinct, is and on the hourly you can see that the bulls are in charge here on the hourly, on the ADX, and the stochastics are overbought, not horribly overbought, but they're still overbought. Let me just enlarge this MACD histogram so you can see this and pull it over. Looks like it's starting to bottom, but then it's sort of bottoming out here, sort of doesn't know which way it's going to go. So this is my take for next week. Monday, we're going to most likely either gap down or go down and work off some of these overbought short-term indicators. And by Tuesday, we're going to rally back. And we're going to go ahead and we're either going to hit the 1085 or the 1105 area. Now, that would be 61.8%, and the 1105 would be 78.6% retracement levels. And then we're going to resume our legs down. Keep an eye on the moving averages. They're also always giving you clues. Of where we are. But as of right now, Tuesday is OPX is a very bullish week normally. So, and we're a little bit overbought. So I think Monday we could work off some of those conditions, and by Tuesday resume our rally up to the 1085 on the SPX, or on here I would say around on the Qs possibly around 46, and then roll over, and we're going to see a minute wave 3 of subwave 3 begin. So that's what I'm looking at, and then but through OPX, which is around through Wednesday. Tuesday's the most bullish, Wednesday's the next most bullish, Thursday's usually flat to choppy, and Friday, and it's anybody's guess, but it's usually more of a selling day or a flat day. And then the next week should begin our minute wave 3 down. So I hope everyone is having a great weekend. I think I've pretty much got this figured out. Hopefully we're doing great in the chat lounge, the traders lounge. If you're having any trouble making money in this market, try the traders lounge. We do really well in there. I give you a lot of guidance, a lot of help, a lot of private one-on-one help. So it's very friendly, and we do really well in there, and it's a lot of fun at the same time. So if you haven't tried it, give us a contact by email and or through Hot Option Babe. You can email me at animalgirl@gmail.com, and we'll hook you up. So you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.